So as we all know, we are here today to learn about mainstream politics, corporate excellence, acts of service and humanity, and nation building through youth development. So I believe I don't think there's anybody in this room who is not excited to be in the presence of our commissioner. I don't know, but I am so excited. Not only because I was one of our previous ambassadors from the youth Moremi Youth Development Project, but also because she's such an amazing person, and I know her as the Moremi, or like the Moremi. So please recognize that name. It's a very strong name, very powerful name. Thank you so much.
All right, so Dick, you know, our honorable commissioner, she's created so many projects that are, engaging the youth, empowering the youth, and one of the things
ways do you intend to impact, the generality of young people in Lagos? We presented our ideas, and we thought that everything we presented was the best at the time, but the Honorable Commissioner even challenged us, to push the frontiers and go back to the drawing board and see how to, actually come up with things that will really, really impact, young people in Lagos. Fast forward, I think I did about 12 months in office. My tenure was to last for a year together with the other guys. Dimeji too was also on the team. He had been in the Lagos State Youth Parliament before then. But the relationship transcended beyond the official one of the Lagos State Youth Ambassador, under the Ministry of Youth. Over time, it became that of, a mother and son relationship, just as it's been for a lot of us who are seated in the audience today. What is undeniable about the Honorable Commissioner, is an unrelenting passion to see young people excel. And, on that note, there's nothing she holds back in terms of resources, whether human and material. The major can attest to the fact that there are times when we get calls from random people would have never met, in our lives, saying that, oh, we're inviting you for this, there's a project we'd like you to get on. And then you'll be like, how did you guys get my contact? And you hear that, oh, it was so and so person, was, Her Excellency that gave links and all of that. So for me, my first encounter was the Video Youth Academy, and that's an experience that I still haven't recovered from till now. Thank you.
Thank you for that very well. Sorry, real quick, which level were you in when you came in the budget?
Oh, interestingly, I hadn't even gained admission into the university. I still had my O levels, and that was, if I'm allowed to say this, that was some kind of testament to the fact that, when it comes to the way she goes about her business, it's about being objective. I remember that there were some guys at the time who had already enrolled for their master's program. And for, guys like me who were in there at the competition and at the training, and we felt like, oh, maybe we were not in step with those guys. But the moment we made the criteria, and it was clear to the judges and everyone that, oh, these guys carry some potential, was an objective thing. So at the time, I was still a school leaver, and that did not prevent me, from emerging.
One thing I'd like to point out that among the things that he said was, even as he was selected to progress to the next stage, when he initially gave your idea, it's not like they just took it like that. They wanted you to actually improve on it. That kind of thing. What you don't know is that some of the values that you worked in, made you a better person now. Absolutely. You can see it now. He's the president of his student unit in last year. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I would love to hear from you. You work with UN. I'm excited to hear from you. So how did you get?
I can say it confidently. 99.9% of people in this hall are products of model. Please, can you please appreciate that? 99.9% of people in this hall are products of Moremi. And I just want to say that if you are products of Moremi, please can you just stand up and give her a resounding round of applause? She deserves it, please. Can you give her a Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please let's have our speakers. All right. Thank you so much for allowing me to do that. I want to start from the key motto of the Akinbile-Yussuf Academy, which says igniting for greatness. And when we enter the Akinbile-Yussuf Academy, we're just like a child or kid of no one. Nobody knows us in the States. What we just did was we just applied for that program, thinking that we may not have the opportunity to be trained as young people. I grew up in Bariga, and I grew up in one of the most dangerous places in Bariga, which is a Laje community. A place where even if they shoot a gun beside us, we don't take it as something because we believe that it's not mountain. So I applied for the program, and I just received a call that I've been selected. A child of no one. Then I don't know more than me. I was just a normal being. And at that particular time, I was just the chairman of all tertiary institution speakers in Lagos State because I was in the school. And I submitted a letter after the application that I want to come and visit her. The first word that comes out of Moremi after visiting Moremi, she says that if you want to see far, you need to sit on the shoulder of elders. Sitting at the shoulder of elders doesn't mean that you don't know what to do. It simply means that what is going to take you 10 minutes, 10 years, they can explain it to you in 10 minutes because of their level of exposure, experience, and interactions with the level of elderly person that they have. And me meeting Moremi was like a boom, because after passing through Akinbile-Yussuf Academy, I got opportunity to a lot of stuff. Serving as a member of Lagos State Youth Parliament, from serving as a member of Lagos State Youth Parliament, representing Nigeria internationally, just because I attended a program initiated by Moremi, which is Akinbile-Yussuf Academy. And the first step was, the first thing that comes out of Moremi whenever she's talking to you is, build your confidence. Be confident wherever you are. And that same value, that value still continues to move with me wherever I am. We moved the first motion as a member of the Lagos City Parliament to introduce the comprehensive sexuality education. And I approached her and said, "Ma, we've moved this motion." And she said, "Can you just come up with a proposal, let's push to Mr. Governor, so that we can get partners that can actually help us to implement this project." The UNFPA comes on board. And because of the partnership skills of Moremi attracted a lot of partners into the Ministry of Youth and Social Development. I can say categorically, her serving as the commissioner for youth, it was under her, 5 of us, I guess, were able to serve as youth participatory platform under the UN. That opportunity for me to serve as youth advisory gave me an employment when I applied for a job role in the UN. So it shows that she created a foundation that works for young people. And meeting her created a space for young people to be able to meet their full potential. I'll stop with that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. There's a question I want to ask you, but I would like her to speak first. So, for the gentleman, I just want to know how you got to meet her.
Okay, I got to
and
meet.
how she impacted your life.
Okay, I got to meet the Honorable Commissioner in 2020. That was when I just gained admission into Lagos State University, studying theater arts, and that I did not want. So I got there and I was like, okay, what am I doing? But anyways, our first time, they mentioned that we should just try as much as possible to immerse ourselves into that training process. And I did my best. I was writing. They told us to, if we have 30 seconds in an elevator, how can we pitch? Elevator pitch. So that was where I started researching. It really honed those skills in me. Public speaking as well, because I was a very shy girl. I didn't know how to do any of those. But just that program, those 2 months, and it really pushed out a lot of potential in me. And I remember going back to school, resuming my 200 level, and when one of my lecturers, who is in blessed memory now, Mr. Shino, he asked me to become a stage manager and more or less like manage a production. So I was scared. But because of that training that I received from Moremi, I was like, okay, what's the worst that could happen? I'm going to do this. And I did it, and I succeeded at it. And over time, throughout my years on campus, I was able to push myself to look at life not just through the lens of academics alone, but also how can I impact my community? How can I impact youth at large? And that is one of the reasons why I will say that aside from the projects that we did, or 2 projects that my own team engagement did for the Moremi Youth Development Project, I also had personal pet projects that was like give back community, arts in tech, and various other projects that I involved myself in. But majorly, I think one impactful moment was that I think she mentioned that she was a youth advocate back then in University of Ibadan. And I always dreamt that, oh, tell me, would I ever be in politics on campus? But lo and behold, in my my final year on campus, I was the vice president of my faculty, and it was the ride. And just because of the lessons that I took, just because of Moremi Youth Development Project, I was able to come up with a project proposal, and I pitched it to the CEO of the company that I'm currently working with. He came to my school, and I walked up to him after I finished his talk, and I told him, sir, I'd like for you to sponsor my project, just the way you taught us about grants and how to like meet people, network and all of that. And I spoke to this man, and this man gave me his phone number, literally told me, call me and everything. And not only did he sponsor my project, but eventually when I finished school, I was able to get a job. And I'm just so glad because you have been a positive impact in me, not just professionally, but academically. And I've met a lot of beautiful people like Mr. Lano Promise, Ambassador Ladimeji, Lagos Gist, and a host of many others, Mr. Nigeria, as I call Ore. He's laughing over there. So I've met a lot of beautiful people. Honorable George as well, who is the current Yali project coordinator. Thank you so much. So I've met lots of wonderful people, and I am so grateful for the opportunity. And I will say this, whenever she calls, or whenever there is a project, an event, Mr. Lano knows me that I will be there because I can't just I'm sorry.
Well, that was actually it was February this year. So during that time, was it when that crisis happened? Was it keeping you awake at night?
Of course it was. They were knocking on my doors.
So it's something we can laugh about now, but at that point in time, he's trying to employ all the strategies he can. He's literally not seeing a way out. But she was there for me. That's not something that you can see every day. And I think that's important. So
I guess they've said most of the things, but I'll just round it up to tenacity and accessibility. So we have this mindset that politicians are not accessible in Nigeria, but the Honorable Commissioner has been able to break that mindset. She has been able to show us that she is very accessible. And for the fact that we are here today, I think that answers everything. And tenacity because she's not giving up on this Moremi Youth Development Project, and it's very obvious.
the way you guys are talking, I wish I was a part of it. like where am I being, bro? So, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for impacting each and every one of us about how she has blessed their lives. You can clearly see that the things that she does for us are very tangible. Thank you for that. That's all right. So we'll be going to the next section.
Happy birthday in advance, no? So I'm going to be using that. So from the audience, please go to where the calculator is on your phone. Feel free to raise up your hand. I'm going to start with that, in the sense that you can give me 2-digit numbers, 3-digit numbers to multiply, then that will be the first thing. So I'm going to things, I'm starting with that. So, okay, ma'am. 235 times 150. That will be 35,250, ma'am.
Wait, chill. Can you say the numbers again? 235.
Yeah. 35 to 50. Okay. So, okay, sir. Okay, 35,250 times 188. That would be 6,627,000. Is it correct?
Wow.
Okay. Correct. 789. 337,692.
Is it correct?
Okay, so
Okay, how did you come about this calculation? Is there a system here? Is there a formula that you created for a memory that is the multiplication for it?
okay,
So people can, if it's something that people can learn from.
okay, can I talk about this one?
Okay.
Okay, I think this is about the only. Please, it might need a second mic. Yes. So when you pick at random, you can just no, you don't need to give it to because if you have to pick a card at random, then you will have to say it out. What I need is just to keep multiplying it. Yes. So are you good to go? Okay. So
So I just speak and give you the number.
yes. Yeah, you have to show them. You tell me, but I'm not going to. I don't need to. I need to tell me. Don't worry about. So let's go. So what's the number? 5. Okay. Times. Times 5. That's 25.
3,
That's 75.
1.
Okay.
Maybe the odd numbers are in the middle.
75.
3,
225.
12.
900. 2,700. Sorry.
5.
5. 13,500.
You know they go where I don't serve you.
Times
12.
13,500 times 12. 162,000.
7.
Times 7. 1,134,000.
13.
14,742,000.
10.
147,420,000.
2.
1.7 million, 420,000, 294,840,000,
7.
294 each one is going to be 2 billion 063 880,000.
It's from home, I am telling you, and that's what she's taken to the youths all over the nation and the world at large. Because I'm very sure everyone here, I can see Dimeji working with United Nations, I can see Idris going all over the world, I can see Dr. Lano Promise, to mention few. And I'm praying right here, and all the time the prayers for youth and our children is that wherever you go, you will excel. Amen. And that is why Moremi has taken it upon herself from, I'll tell you this side. I was quite afraid when my wife was going into politics. That probably ladies in politics, when they leave the house, they don't come back to make the same house as they left it. But to the glory of God, and every one of you will know that wherever she is, if I'm not there, I'm right behind the scene, supporting her always. So I get involved with everything she's doing in the politics and even at the public service. And for getting involved with that, it's her tolerance. It's my tolerance. It's for us that we have chosen that we should come together to make the children, the youth, a better people in the society. And I would love to tell you guys, you are just the ambassador. of the youth. You like my brother was saying, he came from Ilanje, that side. And look at him today. Let me tell you something, all the youth out there in Ilanje and everywhere, they're looking up to him now that they can do it. And it's because Moremi has impacted that boldness in them, in him. And in all of you is right here, that you can actually make it in life. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see, and I'm very sure if you will extend the invite to everyone, this hall might be too small.
Yes.
And right now, I am telling you, my sweetheart, just keep doing what you're doing. And God will continue blessing you. And indeed, what you are doing in that area of your own corner, all these beautiful children, very powerful children that you're seeing here, they are taken into the world. And that means Moremi is going to the world beyond the shores of Nigeria. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to be with you guys this evening. And I want you to go out there. The project, the panelists mentioned that the youth should get out of drugs. It's important. It is worrisome to parents. It's even worrisome to all of you here. Definitely, when you get out there, you will come across the people, the youths that do drugs, that abuse drugs. But for you to have come out boldly to tell the world that it is not right to abuse drugs, to do drugs and crime, and I'm telling you something, Lagos State will be a better place, Nigeria will be a better place, and the world at large will be so happy that Moremi Youth Development Project is out there to the world to better the youth. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
This promise and all of us, but I'm not privileged to start saying my story here today. But basically, I would say that I was inspired from the academy that we attended in 2017. I mean, luckily, I'll just say I was lucky. So onward from there, and then I've been working hard, and I found myself volunteering with so many organizations, and from there, one thing leads to the other, and I found myself in the oil and gas industry, and gracefully, it has been going well so far, so good, and I give God all the glory, and I give our commissioner, thank you so much for all that you do. I mean, personally, I am thanking you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for all you do. You might not know me, but I know you very well, and I have a story with you. Thank you so much. May God continue to bless you. I'm here to give a good message. First of all, I'll say I'm grateful to meet people like Dimeji, Idris, Lagos Street, Bade, Lado Promise. Thank you for all that you guys have been doing so far. Okay, Yomi, sorry, I won't forget you. And Tosin, my head. So I like to appreciate what you guys have been doing. Thank you so much. And we've had, I think, about 5 sets of village youth ambassadors after our set. And if you guys are here, I would like...
Samiat today.
Samiat.
Say hi to the house.
Okay. Okay, so I'd like to congratulate you guys, all of us, for being here today. And I will direct all my appreciations to our commissioner again and our family at large, because all of these things won't be possible if not for the support of our family. So I'd like to thank you guys so much. We are part of your family now, but we are your extended family. So we say thank you so much. Thank you so much for all that you've done for us. And this project particularly, it has really impacted a lot of people that I know personally and that I do not know also. Directly or indirectly, it has impacted a lot of people. And I would say that personally, I like to commit myself to this program. Going forward, whatever capacity that we can keep supporting the project, we always do all that we can, just like meeting and others have been doing here. So to cut this short, I'd like to thank everybody who are here today to show their support with your presence, with one or two of your contributions. I'd like to thank everybody, and going forward, I wish us success in all our endeavors, and whatever we do, let us keep pushing. I know the country is hard personal and it is discouraging, but regardless, let me tell you, we all can still achieve one or two things with hard work, belief, and perseverance and endurance. Thank you so much.
Permit me to stand on the already order of precedence. I just want to shape in this. If you are here today inside this hall, and your thoughts were like, all these things being said here so far, for camera's sake or its fallacy, please, I want to plead with you. You need to remove that from your mind, because that is just who she is, ordinarily. And you see, for the fact that when she was the honorable commissioner, she could put all those things together. And after office, she also called on you and I to come as a testament to our love and dedication to you in Lagos State. So do not think that they are politicians. That's how they do their own things. For camera's sake, it's fallacy. No, that's just the court truth. And I want to enjoy this talent for you and I. Well, we also find ourselves at corridor of power. Please, let's ensure that we impact life. To all you guys, I love you. Thank you very much.
My name is Ishola Samiat. I am the present Lagos State Youth Ambassador for Ikorodu Division. I don't know you, I've never met you, but I'm a testament of what you decided to do. We went to Finland last 2 months. Idris was part of the team, and I had a conversation with Mrs. Uzamat on how Ibile started. And at every point in time, she kept mentioning Commissioner Spade. She kept mentioning your name. And I wonder that for you to come up with something that there are people that are willing to fight so much for the sustainability, it means there's so much you've given out. There's so much trust in you. And it's very, very tough to find that in days like this. If me as a person decides to come up with something, I don't think, it doesn't mean I'm a bad person, but I don't think I will find people that will be willing to fight for sustainability. I don't think there will be people that will be willing to fight for fair representation. I think Dr. Promise said something like, he was a nobody. I think Ambassador Oladime said something like that. In my set too, we don't know anybody. And I also think that it's because you laid that foundation of not allowing nepotism and vices like that to start, is why it has been sustained. Because I personally think that if we started in the other way, it will continue like that. So thank you very much, Ma. I'm so glad I'm meeting you today. I really wanted to come and say this to you like face to face. That's why I registered for this program. Thank you. God bless.
Mother, writer, politician. She completed her first degree in the University of Lagos and second degree at University of Ibadan. Moremi, as she's fondly called, is a 4-time commissioner in the notable government parastatals such as Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Wealth Creation and Employment, just to mention a few. The convener of the Moremi Youth Development Project, which has been since 2020, is a youth-focused program to equip and empower selected youths to create positive impact in their various local governments and LCDAs. If our hands are not too busy, join me as we welcome our
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين. I give God Almighty the glory, the adoration, and the honor for the opportunity of life. I appreciate my husband, Akinbile-Yussuf, for all the support for standing by me at all times. God will continue to bless you. He will continue to sustain our family. And so my wonderful children, thank you for all you do. That this is my source of inspiration. Because when you have a very stable family, then you can go all out there to support and impact positively. When your family are not doing well, there's little or nothing you can go out there to do. So I must appreciate them. And to all the youth of Lagos State, which are my constituents, cherish the youth of Lagos State. Build the youth.
Build the nation.
Build the youth.
Build the nation.
Build the nation.
Build the youth.
If we don't have the best youth, there's no way we cannot be best nation. Once we have the great nation, to have the great Nigeria, we must start with the youth. And that is why I took up the challenge as the Honorable Commissioner then, when I was to oversee the Ministry of Youth and Social Development. I see it as an opportunity for me to make a difference, for me to make that change, for me to make that impact. And to the glory of God, the good seed that was sown years then has germinated, and we are seeing the fruits blossom. I'm more than excited. I'm more than happy. I'm more than grateful to God Almighty. Because not everybody that sowed the good seed sees the good fruits of the seed that was sown. But today, with every messages, with everything this my youth had said, I look back as if it was just yesterday, not knowing the years had passed. It was just an opportunity to be the commissioner, and that is best you can have is when you leave and now see the impact of life you've touched while you are there. I'm just passing this to you, the younger generation. Don't wait for the opportunity to come. Prepare for the opportunity. So when it comes your way, you know the right thing to do. It will not take longer time. And that time will not stay too long before it will pass. Today, I'm happy to be addressed as former commissioner because of what I've done while I was there. Give me that overwhelming joy that yes, I have done the best that I need to do. Looking back, I don't have any cause to regret. Several places I've been to after I left the office, and I know the accolades. I know the way people open doors. I know the way people received me. I'm so happy, and I thank God for the opportunity to do the best that I should have done. Looking back, I don't think I have anything I would have done better. But because I know I did everything within my capacity every day that I resumed the office while I was working as a public servant. My message, my goodwill message today is to the younger generation. The opportunity is here for us to be able to identify where the opportunity lies. The opportunities are in our numbers. We have the highest youth in the world today. That number is scary. But if we use it positively to our own advantage, then we can create a lot of opportunity and a lot of wealth. Like when I was in the Ministry of Wealth Creation, I told myself, any youth that passed through me must not be looking for a job. You must have the potential to create opportunity for others. And that is what I have done. And I'm glad, excited, and happy that today, many of my youth are all up there, discharging their potentials in a positive way. With the Moremi Youth Development Project, I think the first and the last we did was 2020. It's long overdue. So I want to implore the coordinators, the Land Promise and Co. You've been so amazing. You've been so amazing. I'm always very proud of you. Seeing you around me is seeing joy around me. I'm happy to who you have developed to become. very proud of you guys. You made me proud. Because when I look back, I look at those days when you are much younger and where you are today, and the potentials of better tomorrow for all of you. Let's go back to the drawing board. There are still many people that need us out there, that we still need to touch them, that we still need to put them through that fire so they can be a gold that you will be proud of. We need to do much more than we've done. Look at us in this room. We are less than 1,000. We are less than. So let's go all out there. Let's use our energy. Let's use to change life positively. We have to do something. Drug kills when you abuse it. Drugs save when you use it when you need it. We don't want drugs to kill the generation. Let's take the advocates very, very serious. I'm using this my 58th birthday with the engagements I'm having tonight to show more commitment to advocate against drug abuse in Lagos State and in Nigeria. And I will need the support of the younger people in the room. Let's look at the best way to go about it. We will seek for more funds. I will contribute. My family will contribute. We seek for more funds from donors. Let's fight against this that is destroying the generation. You see some brilliant chaps just has destroyed their life. Let's help the younger people. Let's help the generation. Let's save the generation. Let's save our country. I'm happy to see all of you to celebrate my 50th birthday with me. I pray to God Almighty to grant you too.
Hello. Hey. Okay. Check. Amala. Hey.
Well, today is one of the days we set aside for my 50th birthday anniversary. This evening, we just met with the youth of Lagos State, the people that has passed through my tutelage. I decided to meet with them to see how far and how well they are doing, and to continue to share and interact with each other. And it has been a fruitful deliberation today, seeing many of them after so many years. I'm so excited with the level they are in now, that they've grown in bound and wisdom to my expectation. And I'm so happy and very, very excited that we'll be able to interact, even forge a common goal on how better we can still continue to impact the life of the younger generation in Lagos State and in Nigeria. And that is one of the reasons why this 50th birthday is very key and important to me.
Okay, what will be the major key point for the youth to excel in their
like we all agree together in the room when we're having our conversation, the menace of drug abuse that we are having in our society. We agree that we need to join us together to put end. If we cannot totally eradicate the drug abuse in Lagos State, we must be able to make a positive impact that will be remarkable on our own area of what we need to be doing going forward. And before we left the room this evening, we've been able to put aside a committee that will be working together with me and Moremi Youth Development Project, which happens to be my own pet project and foundation, to continue to improve on the lives of the youth of Lagos State.
Okay, what prompted this initiative? What prompted?
Like when we're having our conversation, we just realized that drug abuse is one of the menaces that we have in our society, and there's indeed a need for us to stand and rise against it. And one of the ways we can stand and rise against it is when the youth themselves are at the front burner of the eradication and the campaign against drug abuse in Lagos State.
Well, finally, now, what will be a word of message or encouragement to the youth out there?
We should all see this as a fight for our future, and we should rise and stand against drug abuse. Drugs kills when you abuse it. It kills when you use it appropriately.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
In like that mood, ma'am, please tell us 3 things you are thankful for.
Huh?
Tell us 3 things you are thankful for, ma'am.
That I'm thankful for.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thankful for my life. I'm thankful for the impact I've been able to make. I'm thankful for the future that still lies ahead of me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am.